Hello, Morning Russia regulars. Welcome to our well-appointed studio. Tumbleweed, get a good panoramic shot of our studio here. Isn't that lovely? Somebody asked, why don't you guys have like more pictures and stuff? You know,
the VPs don't visit the studios.
That's right. That's another story we won't get into. You know, that's not a bad idea, though. If your office has the big corporate bigwigs coming in, do you suddenly have to go through some kind of house cleaning like the in-laws are coming over?
That's right.
In your office? Do you have to do that? You should see, and Tumbleweed probably later today, you should do a tour, although we don't have the before and after, so that won't be any good. But we have done a lot of sprucing up because we got a corporate bigwig in town today. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait to meet her, honestly. It's going to be a fun day.
Well, we're getting ready for tomorrow's show, Jonathan. And, of course, we're going to do Rant and Rave Friday. So that means 6:30 tomorrow morning. You call in. You let us know what's bothering you. I'll give you my bother right now. Okay. I'll reiterate it tomorrow. I've been spending some time this week with a fella who, for whatever reason, this is an annoying habit he's developed. He tries to finish your sentence for you. Have you ever met somebody with... He just whatever I'm saying. Like, I'll be like, oh, I like that Jim Carrey movie, Dumb, and he'll say, and dumber? Yeah. So now I'm in a race with this guy every time I talk.
So if you got somebody in your office or somebody you work with, or maybe it's your spouse who does something annoying, get that off your chest before the weekend starts. We do our rant and raves.
Yeah, of course. If you want to rave, you can brag about something that's happened to you.
Got something going on with your family or a birthday? What you got going?
Maybe we'll hear from David Gardner, who has had a very viral tweet this week. Because, as you know, In-N-Out Burger is a very popular California food chain.
Sure.
And
all the superstars go there.
Yeah, to In-N-Out Burger. He found on the streets in Brooklyn, New York, a perfectly wrapped In-N-Out Burger, an uneaten In-N-Out Burger, which he and his friend said they enjoyed tremendously. The New York Post did a story on it to try to find who lost this burger. It turns out it was a teenage girl who had bought 3 of them in California for her flight home. When she was getting off the bus near her house, she was running, and one of the bags, or one of the burgers, fell out of her bag. That's how it ended up there. And 5 minutes later, him and his friend walked around the corner and said, In-N-Out Burgers are raining. Would you eat the In-N-Out Burger, even if it was in a wrapper, if you found it on the streets?
No. Hell no.
Would you eat Sally's fried chicken?
I'm not eating anything I find on the street.
Nothing. There's no food that you would eat ever.
No. If you find, what food would you eat if you found it on the street? There's nothing.
It's wrapped. It's not open.
I don't care. I'm not eating it. If it's on the street. There's probably some jokester like Tumbleweed who loaded it up with, some kind of laxative.
What?
You're trying to trick me into eating it. I'm not falling for your tricks, Tumbleweed. You and your laxative jokes. Oh, yeah. Your crap-eating grin. I see what's going on.
Maybe we can get into that. There's also Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, is now joined a protest where they are trying to stop people from building a telescope. Now, this is a multi-billion-dollar telescope. This is not a joke. It's 18 stories tall, this telescope, and they want to build it on an inactive volcano in Hawaii.
Okay.
Because apparently that's the best place in the world for telescopes to see what's happening in the cosmos.
Okay.
There's already 13 telescopes have already been built there in years past, but now the Polynesian people, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is one of those, say it's sacred grounds. You cannot build any more here. We're forbidding it, and they've joined arms, and his arms are bigger than others, but they're not letting people through to build that telescope. How do you feel about that? I mean, because I'm kind of torn. The idea of it's their sacred ground. There's something very valuable there, but at the same time, you're stopping all of the human race from learning more about outer space to protect your sacred ground.
Look, the last thing I want to do, obviously, is get into a fight with The Rock. But I got to tell you something. If you have the best location for the planet, not just for your country, not just for your state, but for the planet, to be able to use information that we can garner because we need to build this telescope here, I mean, can't we carve out just a little bit of your sacred land? Let me ask this question. How much does it cost? Because I got a feeling that's the question. How much does this sacred, because it's sacred, is it twice the cost of the average acreage in Hawaii?
Well, how would you feel if they said the best place to view it is Williams-Brice Stadium, and we have to bulldoze that, and then put our telescopes there, or Death Valley has to be bulldozed. I think you could see where they'd be like, wait a minute, not here, not Williams-Brice.
I can tell you right now, you ain't building that damn thing at Death Valley. Somebody's going to die trying to build that at Death Valley.
There's a story out of Orlando, Florida right now, where one of the hottest businesses is this group. They have photographers all around the world. They live in all of the vacation destinations, and people are not, that's the hottest trend. People are going on vacation and hiring photographers to follow the family and take pictures.
Being the guy that puts up with the budget and then the extreme request I have for the family budget, particularly around vacation time, I automatically push back on this. As soon as somebody says, I want to do this on vacation, I want to know how much does that cost. But I got to tell you something. I'm all about this.
Really?
Yeah. I have got years and years and years and years of photos where my kids look like they're at the beach with their mom. I'm never in a family photo.
Have you not learned the trick of just finding a random tourist who's walking by you and just say, here, do you mind taking a photo of us?
Something, but I'm talking about random photos. It's not like you're going to stage one. But, how many photos do you have where somebody, and it's always that one person, is not in 90% of the photos? Exactly. So I'm saying I'm all in on this. You're going to spend all the money on the vacation. Why can't you have a picture of me riding the teacups?
I would like a picture of you riding the teacups. All right, that'll be our 7:15 bit tomorrow.
Okay, we're doing that
that's
tomorrow.
That's a passionate one. So I guess that's it for today.
If you think that's a great idea, we'll be waiting for your phone call tomorrow. It's 978-9267, 978-WCOS. We're going to chime in on social media. You know how to get in touch with us. And we'll look forward to kicking off the weekend tomorrow morning on The Morning Rush.